So, hello students, good evening to all, good evening. And I'm with Raz Kanabar, and he is in SMHRD library, Filal. And if it is something about the Raz, so by degree, by graduation degree, he is in he did BTech, right? BE or BTech?
BTech.
Yes.
Same thing.
And he had the work with like Wipro as a project engineer, and with respect to the MBA entrance test, so he secured 97.14 percentile in CAT exam, and SAT 97.8 percentile, and in SNAP is 99.76 percentile. And he converted, like if I talk about the converted course, so he converted the IIM Ranchi, Trichy, Simor, Sambalpur, and IIM Delhi, XIMB, IMT Ghaziabad, and faced the interview of the many other colleges also. And finally, he got the he chose the SCMHRD. So in this session, we will discuss like different aspects. Why did he choose SCMHRD over like these calls? He converted so many calls. So finally, he is in this college. And what was his interview experience? And finally life at SCMHRD, and definitely we will talk about the percentile required to get the admission into SCMHRD as IBM or like new IIMs or XIMB. So first of all, Ras, I have a question in my mind. So finally you converted a like good calls, and you secured a good percentile. So could you please tell us to our student, how did you prepare for the like CAT exam, and what you want to give a message to the CAT aspirants or the ZAT aspirants, especially for the SNAP, because you scored 99.76 percentile in SNAP exam. Yes, please. Because SNAP exam again last year was in the December month, and just after the 20-25 days after the CAT exam. Yes.
So for CAT, like I was in Wipro, so I left my job in April 21 to prepare. Like I had 7 months to prepare for CAT. So like full dedication CAT ko hi dena. So that was my goal behind it. So once you prepare for CAT, the concepts are the same within. Only thing that you have to do is to prepare for that different exam, the time constraint that is there. That's there. Like CAT is for 2 hours and SNAP is for just 1 hour. Again, the level of questions would be different. So since SNAP was just 1 hour exam, talking about that, I used to give 3 mocks a day. So that I get used to the speed of it. Because again, you have to attempt as many as possible. To get into a SIBM, so again the target would be SIBM to score a 99 plus. You need 45 plus score in that. This plus, right? So you need to attempt around 50, 55 questions, considering okay all the silly mistakes that you do. So my target was to attempt at least 50, 55 questions. So you have to be really quick. So in my SNAP, what I did was you can jump across sections. So my thing was go for the one that you are best at. For me, it was LRDI. So I went for that first, so that once I get those questions right, the ones which I know are definitely right, so I get a boost in my confidence. Then I went for quant, and in the last for VARC section, or the language section that there is. So that has been my strategy. Go for the one that you are most comfortable with. You will find out. You're not comfortable with everything, but एक होगा जो आपका best होगा. Go for that. Have that confidence, because once you get that confidence now, you are a bit more, good to go for the rest of the exam. Mind काम करना शुरू कर देता है. पहले 5 क्वेश्चन नहीं होंगे तो माइंड ऑटोमेटिकली शट डाउन हो जाएगा. सिंपल क्वेश्चंस भी आगे जाके नहीं होंगे. So that was my thing there. For CAT, in the last 2 months, I started 2.5 months. I started giving my mocks. Once my quants ka major arithmetic was completed, so that's when I started giving mocks. I didn't wait for the entire syllabus to get over to get a feel. Okay, how quick I am at the things that I learned. So the first topic you learn, you should be quick enough in that. So again, I started with giving 1 mock a week. Then in the later days, I shifted to giving 1 mock every alternate day. Like give mock today. After that, analyze it over the next day. See what concepts you might need to revise, and then give mock again the next day.
Okay. Ras, in CAT, it was the 97.14 percentile, and in ZAT it was the 97.8, and in SNAP it was the 99.76. So could you please tell us the students at the 97.14 students, if for a general category students, like how many calls they can expect, कौन कौन से colleges से वो call expect कर सकते हैं इसमें 97.14 में?
So the calls that I got was so Blackie and Shillong ko chhod ke I got calls from every IIM. Then I got MDI Gurgaon, IMI Delhi, Ghaziabad, and so XIMB takes both Snap and CAT. And so I got calls in that also. And Baki, there are few colleges, GIM, KJ Somaiya. So I'm talking about a general engineering male with an okayish or above average, you can say, academic. I got 87 and 82 in my 12th. So with that, you can get these calls. So I didn't get NEET's call, but my friend who's got around 98, he got it.
Okay,
So
98 at the 98 percentile, he got the
around NEET. Yeah. So I didn't get, but he got at NEET. And one of my friend, he was non-engineer, he got at around 97.6 also, if I'm not mistaken. So that thoda bahut 1 or 2 percentile might differ, but you can definitely expect these ones which I'm saying, like the IMI, IMT, XIMB, MDI, and all. You can
So
definitely
basically, at the 97.14 percentile, you can get the call from the MDI Gurgaon.
Yes, you should get around, I think you will get it around at 95 also, if I'm not mistaken, but 97 but definitely you can get it if you have decent academic record. 60s में आपके percentage है, then the story might be different in 10, but yeah, the basis of CAT.
And yes, for the MDI, it's 80, 80, 80 for all the 3 sections, but obviously.
Yeah. And one was I didn't get IIT Bombay or Delhi, but I got Kharagpur.
Okay, IIT, okay.
KGP.
Yes. Okay. So, at तुम्हारे time पे IIT Bombay and Delhi का what was the cutoff, if you have idea?
Cutoff. So again, depends on your profile also. Like Bombay prefers, like both of them would prefer engineers. That helps if you are an engineer. And for both of them, it would be around 98.5. शायद थोड़ा कम हो सकता है, but yeah, Bombay definitely more than that.
Okay.
Or around that.
And in ZAT it was a 97.8. So XLRI तो नहीं, but बाकी rest of the colleges obviously IIM sorry IMT and MDI Gurgaon doesn't don't accept the ZAT.
It doesn't take.
So
I got XLRI call. Sorry, I got XLRI call also at 97.8.
Oh, at the 97.88 percent XLRI, very good.
XLRI also I got, but again, so you get a chance to do the interview, but it's like you have to do really, really well. So for my interview, like right after my experience, I contacted my faculties, and I knew a student who was currently studying there. So according to them, my interview was not bad. Okay, it was at 97.8, you need outstanding interview. You convert XLRI this thing.
So basically, we can say at the 97.8, it's like you got the call, but थोड़ा सा मतलब dicey है to convert the call at
dicey
97.
So again, that English section in that, it was just I just made the cutoff. So I think even that might have played a role. I got very good in quant and decision making, but this thing I just got 77, and I think 75 was the cutoff.
Okay.
So maybe that might have played a role as well. So if I got an 85 or 80 plus there.
Okay. And in SNAP, you got the 99.76. So how many marks you scored?
It was 45 point something. I don't remember exactly.
Around 45, right?
I can check it, but yeah, I'll give you the updated scores so that you may put it in the description or something.
Okay, definitely हाँ जो भी like इनका exact score होगा, but it's like
Exact
last
score
है ना, last 2 years से जब से snap को 1 hour के exam हो रहा है, it goes around 44 45, it's around 99 plus percentile. Perfect. So you got the call from the Symbiosis Pune and SC Majority. You filled the form of the SIBM Bangalore also?
No. I only filled these two.
Okay. Only SMHRD and
SIBM Pune and SAMHRD.
Okay. So, Raj, what was your interview experience? Because Simbi interview is like different. They take the GE process, group exercise. So, could you please tell us what was your overall interview experience?
So in that group exercise, so for SIBM and SCM, they both do a picture based. So in SIBM, we got one single picture and we have to make inference about it, the story about it, like what's going on there according to you. And in SCMHRD, we had a snip, like a comic strip tha of 4 this thing. And you have to again identify what's going on or what might have preceded it and what happened afterwards. So that was the time it was a structured group exercise. So everyone got a minute to think and then around 45 to 1 minute to speak. And then if after that again there was one more round if you wanted to add anything, and then you had to come to a consensus as a group on which you think are the best combination of what happened. So, and the process was really smooth. So in here we have a admissions and PR team. So there will be volunteers from them there, which will take you through different processes and keep you engaged while you are at interact with you, so you don't feel the jitters. So that was really good. Like for many of the interviews, you might just have to stare at a screen. It was all an online process, so you might just have to stare at a screen. But here you are engaged continuously, so it was a good thing that you don't feel the jitters as much. The silence.
Okay. And what was the topic in the VAT? Like, what was the process for the VAT actually? They provided the paper and pen, and you have to write it, or like something else?
No, so we had to type it. We didn't have to physically write, and
because it was the online process, na?
Because it was online. Yeah, because it was online. And you could not change your screen, and you can't copy paste from somewhere. So all those restrictions were in place. There was a time limit, and topic तो अभी right now I can't remember. 6-7 महीने से ऊपर हो गया. But yeah, it was around 200, 150 to 200 words ऐसे. ज़्यादा 250 होगा. So again, you had around 15 minutes, और ये पहले ही comparatively I think हो जाता है. So
15 minutes they will provide 15 minutes.
They will provide 15-20 minutes का around they will provide.
Okay.
And पहले ही हो जाता है. अपने प्रोसेस है GE और PI का एक साथ होता है in the same.
So ideally the VAT topic is generalized topic or abstract topic?
It could be generalized, it could be abstract as well. Like for one of the topic that I got now that I remember is should split captaincy be allowed in cricket?
Okay.
That you have to reason with it. Okay, what all happened, what did not happen, and in that it could very well be you are giving a picture and you have to write a story about it as well. Those words. So it again it's abstracted about. It basically tests how well you can write under pressure and what's your English basically. The grammar should be pretty much correct, even if the idea you're trying to communicate is really good, but it should be communicated. That's the thing, like don't make those silly grammatical errors. Ekat spelling is, if a really tough word is okay, but rather go for a simple words. Don't try to show your vocabulary. Like do what you are comfortable with.
Okay. And like Raj, you have the like work experience around approximate 19, 20 months, and you are the engineer. And so in the interview, did you like what type of the questions they more focused? Like it was the academically driven or the like work experience related more of the questions or the like current affairs or general knowledge? So what in what way your PI what done?
So, uh, uh, talking about my overall experience, it was different for different colleges. Talking about IIMs and some IIMs like Rohtak, Amritsar, it
Mm-hmm.
was more technically driven.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they were like if I say that I want to pursue marketing, they'll ask me marketing related questions.
Mm-hmm.
And in IITs, they asked my engineering questions like, okay, you did engineering
Mm-hmm.
from here. What was your specialization? What is it? What was data warehouse?
Mm-hmm.
What language were you comfortable with, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a mix of everything. So there was some technical question. Basic as an engineer, if you are going for an MBA, you
Mm-hmm.
have to you have to have that why MBA question at the tip of your tongue.
Mm-hmm.
वो पहला क्वेश्चन इंट्रो के बाद वो पहला क्वेश्चन आना ही आना है। या तो
Mm-hmm.
डायरेक्टली या तो इनडायरेक्टली पूछेंगे
Mm-hmm.
घुमा फिरा बट
Mm-hmm.
why MBA is there and you have to really sell it. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not just general thing. You can say पैसे के लिए yes, but that can't be the only thing. Like you have to see that okay पैसा तो उसमें भी मंडरा रहा है for me भी IT में तो इतना सारा पैसा है तो
Mm-hmm.
फिर so you have to really sell it with your personal stories. थोड़ा बहुत मसाला डाल लो तो आराम से yeah. And for me it was again current affairs भी पूछे थे what did you read yesterday or what was in today's paper
Mm-hmm.
and so for if you are saying finance or marketing they'll ask you the basics of it.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the four P's in case of marketing
Mm-hmm.
and what type of financial statements are there in finance assumingly you are from a non-finance background and what all would be the simple structure of it? Why do we need three statements? Something that sense. You need to know the basics of it. अच्छा, what was your entry point?
Mm-hmm.
It should not be very generic because सब कर रहे हैं
Mm-hmm.
कि 1992 अच्छा मैं था देख लिया इसलिए स्टॉक मार्केट में इंटरेस्ट आया इसलिए फाइनेंस में आ गया.
Mm-hmm.
You have to show कि what all you have done, you know,
Mm-hmm.
to interest in that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, like, you faced many interviews. So, what, like, which one your best interview? Like, you thought, एक होता है ना अंदर से फीलिंग आती है जब मैंने इंटरव्यू देके मैं रूम से बाहर निकला या फिर जो भी ऑनलाइन प्रोसेस था या फिर ऑफलाइन कि इट वाज माय बेस्ट इंटरव्यू भले वो सिलेक्शन और रिजेक्शन होना दैट्स अ डिफरेंट थिंग बट यू गेव द आंसर एंड लाइक बहुत स्पॉन्टेनियस आंसर दिए एंड लाइक इट वाज गुड एंड एनर्जेटिक लाइक कौन सा ऐसा इंटरव्यू रहा तुम्हारा
IMT गाजियाबाद.
IIM
So it,
गाजियाबाद
हाँ,
ओके
it was my second interview. So the thing was कि उन्होंने it was very general interview. It was based on the VAT that I had written. So after the introduction part, it was main about okay. So that split cap one that I talked about was asked in IMTG. So I had taken a stance that it would not work. Again, they asked me questions regarding it and they tried to confuse me. But luckily, I was in a good mood that day. So I was able to counter that and crack a few jokes while at it, and they were really happy. So whenever they thought that okay, पकड़ा गया है ये, I would have answer for that, and so I felt really good. I'm like ये तो convert हो ही रहा है, and which I eventually did convert it in direct conversion to waitlist. Yeah, that was my first interview. Second number पे it would be XLRI Delhi. Interview. So I felt it was really good. I was able to give answers and all, but वहाँ पे सिलेक्शन नहीं हुआ, so वो अलग बात है.
that's a different story.
हाँ हाँ, but I felt really good about it. I was like chance है. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So this was the so in the like particularly if I talk about the SMHRD, so there is any factor that is like depend that will impact your selection process. Like if I say जैसे acad diversity, जैसे IIMs वगैरह भी like दिखते हैं acad diversity, gender diversity, or like your past academic records, because many students ask, ma'am, I'm not like I didn't score well in 12th standard or the 10th standard or the graduation, so do I have the chance to convert the call? So past academic records and all these things, and the obviously work experience or the fresher. So these are the parameter in the selection of the SMB.
So we have a good mix of everything here. So majority are engineers here, but we have people who done BSc, BCom, freshers as well. We have good number of freshers. And gender diversity, I think 70-30 hoga, if I'm not mistaken. And for academic record, yeah, we have people who scored 90, we have people who have scored 68, 69 in that vicinity as well. It really depends on your snap and your interview, 50-50 weightage. So yeah, if you're able to sell yourself there, yeah,
So
that will
basically, this is, I can say, this is not the major factor कि your work ex or
बहुत
fresher,
no
है ना, इस
वर्क
पे मतलब
एक्स
depend नहीं
हाँ
करता. Like if you perform well in
आपका
the
सिलेक्शन डिपेंड हाँ अगर आपने फॉर वर्क एक्सपीरियंस we have people with zero work ex and the highest work ex that I know is more than 4 years.
okay, okay.
It's more than 4 years. So again, so around 30 के 30 साल के बंदे भी 29-30 के बंदे भी है who are doing MBA from here. इक्का दुक्का है, but yeah, they are there.
So Ras, if I
So
like
again,
summarize these points, so we can say कि obviously if academic records are good, it will like give the benefit, but it doesn't like impact.
doesn't really हाँ doesn't really if you are really selling yourself अगर इंटरव्यू बहुत अच्छा जा रहा है then yes record आपका boost दे सकता है, but even with 65-70% you can get in here.
Okay, okay, okay. So like any unique point about the SMHRD? Like जो एक कुछ होते ना, like मैं क्योंकि because I know my college, तो कुछ ऐसा insight जो आपको लगता है कि this is the uniqueness of my college.
तो एक तो मैं बोलूंगा यहाँ की लोकेशन जो है ठीक है, सो इट इज इन द आईटी हब, ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे आप बाजू जाना है कैंपस काफी, तो एक ये कि बिकॉज छोटा कैंपस है आपको हर कोई ना कोई दिख ही जाता है, तो आपका जो नेटवर्किंग फैक्टर होता है लोग बोलते हैं एमबीए में वो काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग रहेगा प्रोवाइडेड आप एक्सट्रोवर्ट है एंड ऑल है, बट या छोटा कैंपस है तो आप कहीं पे भी जा रहे हो कहीं पे भी आपको 5-10 लोग तो दिख ही जाएंगे, बिकॉज सेंटर पे आपके पास आजू बाजू जाने के लिए जगह भी है, यू नो, जब भी फ्री टाइम मिलता है आपको, तो एल्यूमिनाई 30 साल से एल्यूमिनाई नेटवर्क भी इसका काफी अच्छा है, एंड लाइक सीनियर्स के साथ आपकी मेन बॉन्डिंग होती है प्लेस समर इंटर्नशिप्स एंड अगर आप किसी कमिटी में हो तो समर इंटर्नशिप में इनका जो आपको तैयार करने का जो तरीका है थ्रू योर सीनियर इज रियली गुड, मॉक जीडी इंटरव्यूज लिए जाते हैं पहले, और अगर आपने कोई इंटरव्यू में आपकी शॉर्टलिस्ट आई है तो जो एल्यूमिनाई जो वहां पे प्लेस हुआ था वो आपकी पर्सनली तैयारी भी करवाता है, provided you okay आपको थोड़ा पता करना पड़ेगा कौन हो, बट या he or she most of the cases will help you in one way or other, या तो आपका मॉक इंटरव्यू खुद लेगा या अपने दोस्त से दिलवाएगा, तो वो तो काफी बेनिफिट मिलता है, प्लस स्पोर्ट्स वगैरह का है, जैसे अभी हमारा स्पोर्ट्स वीक चल रहा है मैटर, तो एक्स्ट्रा एक्टिविटीज भी काफी है, प्लस इंस्टेंट अपडेट आते रहते केस कॉम्स को ले केस कॉम्पिटिशन्स को लेके, तो अगर आपका है टाइम है एनर्जी है अच्छा है तो यू आर ऑलवेज अपडेटेड अबाउट इट, दैट रियली गुड कि भाई इनका इस अनस्टॉप पे इनका रैंकिंग एसएमएचआरडी का रैंकिंग भी काफी अच्छा है, केस कॉम्स क्विज कॉम्स वो काफी अच्छा होती है.
Okay, okay, very good. So, fee structure, batch size, and all these things are available on the official website to student check on like the same page. And so if I if I ask the top recruiters in SMHRD, just could you please tell us the few names of the top recruiters?
So top recruiters, one of them would be Godrej.
Mm-hmm.
Godrej Cloud से वो आते हैं. Then there is HSBC, JPMC for finance.
Mm-hmm.
HR ने DSHO आई थी, HUL,
Mm-hmm.
IT. These
Mm-hmm.
are some of the top recruiters. वो आपको इनके जो इंस्टा पेज है वहाँ पे भी आपको ये डिटेल्स मिल जाएंगी. वो ऑल आर द टॉप रिक्रूटर फॉर फाइनेंस एंड फॉर SIP. सो आप इंस्टा पेज पे जा सकते हो. यू विल गेट द एवरेज पैकेज कितना है एंड टाइप एंड टॉप 20-25% को क्या मिलता है, क्या क्या इनके टॉप रिक्रूटर्स है. फॉर दैट मैटर ऑल रिक्रूटर्स, ABC कैपिटल भी आती है. तो
Okay. There is any scholarship opportunity for the students, like जैसे कुछ if I'm performing well in my like MBA program, so there is any scholarship opportunity for the brighter students?
So SCMHRE will provide you with different options कि आप कहाँ कहाँ apply कर सकते हो. So do really good. There are different government scholarships which people don't know about. Frankly, even I didn't. Okay, so with interaction with faculty, they'll tell you, okay, apply for this. वो आपको, they'll connect you with all those different scholarships available. You can apply to get a good amount of scholarship and all. And for fee structure, they have tied up with HDFC Credila. तो आपको zero hassle पे, कम interest पे and without collateral loan मिल जाएगा.
Okay.
जो इनकी टेंशन एक फाइनेंशियल पर्सपेक्टिव से भी होती है. तो टाइप है इनका, तो आपको जीरो हैसल प्लस SCMHRD. आप कहीं पे भी लोन लेने जाओगे, डिफरेंट ग्रेड्स होते हैं कॉलेजेस के. एंड लास्ट में आई हर्ड वो टॉप ग्रेड में आता है, तो आपको अच्छा खासा, अच्छे खासे रेट पे अच्छा खासा लोन भी मिल जाएगा with collateral. So you have to pay it off graduate.
Okay. So, Raj, you shared a lot of information. It's like actually it will be very beneficial for the students. So just because अभी स्नैप का एग्जाम 23rd मैं ये जो वीडियो बना रही थी 20 दिसंबर, so 23rd को भी आपका स्नैप का भी एग्जाम है एंड 10th जनवरी को स्नैप का रिजल्ट आ जाएगा. So एक मैसेज क्या देना चाहोगे फॉर द सिम्बी इंटरव्यू प्रिपरेशन, like in what way they should they should prepare for the interview?
So एक thing is be aware of the current news कि अभी चल रहा है, especially about your sector. So the that you are interested in, because people will ask you कि कौन सा specialization would you go for, marketing या finance है. उसके related news आपको maybe not in that, but इतना पता होना चाहिए कि okay, you can say 4 line items. And one thing is, so again, they'll try to make you comfortable, but then again, you have to keep that professionalism in mind. Okay, and just take deep breaths basically. क्या होता है कि once if you don't know an answer, just say I don't know. Okay, don't beat around. Say I don't know. I'll go to it. I missed it. Even if they say but पता होना चाहिए, I'm like, yeah, you are right, but right now I'm not. मेरे दिमाग से निकल गया, मेरे को नहीं पता. So be confident basically. If you don't know, you don't know. But you try to bluff them. ऐसे लोग यही कर रहे हैं, तो you won't be able to. आपका 2 साल का एक्सपीरियंस, उनका 15 साल का एक्सपीरियंस, that is not. So students do try to do it and be humble about your achievements. Okay, again, you have done XYZ, you have done well in sports academy, good, but don't show them that मेरे को नहीं लिया तो आपका लॉस नहीं है. ठीक है. So again, when I talk to faculty, like they tell me about these interviews as well. Remember a guy 2 years ago, 3 years ago, कुछ IIT JEE में फोड़ा था या कॉलेज में कुछ फोड़ा था, and he was very boastful about it. So we don't want that students. I rather an average guy is willing to work and work with a team rather than a guy who's 100 on 100. But what are achievements as well. That is the basic gist of it. एंड वही बोलते हैं कि डोंट गेट फ्लस्टर्ड, बट वही हो जाओगे, बट डोंट शो इट ऑन योर फेस। ठीक है। एंड सबका एक स्टाइल होता है, आइडेंटिफाई योर स्टाइल। से मेरा था कि इफ आई गेट फ्लस्टर्ड एंड ऑल, आई क्रैक अ जोक। ओके, रिस्पेक्टफुल वन, टाइमिंग देख के, बट आई क्रैक अ जोक। someone would go well in technicality, someone would go well in maybe general debating and all that. Identify what your niche is, practice interviews with your coaching center. That's one very important, because जब आपको बहुत सारे कॉल्स आते हैं और आप कन्वर्ट इतने सारा नहीं कर पाते, एक एमडीआई एक्सेल आ रहा है, दिस वाज सम, यार कर लेना चाहिए था, हो सकता है। वो जब नहीं होता तो आपको ज्यादा दुख होता है, rather than कि कॉल ही नहीं आई, चलो चांस ही नहीं था, मिस चांस, तो वो आपको लगता है कि अरे करना चाहिए था। डू दिस मॉक इंटरव्यू। तो बस कैट के टाइम पे बस कैट सोचते हो आप, स्नैप सोचते हो, ये चीज रह जाती है। इंडियन कन्वर्ट आपको यही कन्वर्जन यही चीज देती है।
हाँ, actually many of the student did the mistake. Okay, I'm like I secured 99% in the CAT exam, then अब तो मैं interview फोड़ ही दूंगा, अब तो मैं interview कर ही लूंगा crack. But this is not the right thing. You have to be like prepared, because it's just a process. CAT is just a exam जो आपको एक gate तक पहुंचाएगा, but gate के अंदर तक जाने के लिए you have to crack the interview.
You
So
have to crack it.
a message for all the students who scored the like good percentile either in CAT, SAT or a SNAP exam, just prepare well for the interview, because 50% of the weightage in the SNAP exam, like in the Symbiosis University College, is 50% weightage is if SNAP and 50% weightage of the GE, PI and VAT process. So you have to go through with it. So अच्छे से प्रिपरेशन करो, जैसे राज ने बोला करंट अफेयर्स लाइक, और बाकी लाइक वो आपको ऑब्वियसली ग्रिल करेंगे। समटाइम्स ऐसा भी होता है राज, देखो मैंने भी लाइक जैसे कई बार ना स्टूडेंट्स जो इंटरव्यूअर होता है वो उसको ग्रिल करने की कोशिश करता है, अच्छा ये नहीं होगा, ये आंसर नहीं होगा, तो वो लाइक, तो कई बार हम बहुत ज्यादा स्टबन हो जाते हैं कि नहीं नहीं ये आंसर है, जब वो आंसर है, दैट इज द लाइक राइट आंसर, बट वो लाइक आपका हो सकता है पेशेंस लेवल चेक करो, तो कई बार स्टूडेंट्स बहुत उसमें नहीं नहीं आई एम श्योर ये वो, तो डोंट डू दिस। ओके, अगर आपको ऐसा लग रहा है,
हाँ,
हाँ
ये
बोल
मत
दो
करो।
कि ठीक है, आई मतलब चेक कर लूंगा मैं बाद में, या कुछ भी हम्बल तरीके से, ठीक है, मतलब उस पर बहुत ज्यादा ऐसे वो नहीं रहना। आप बोल सकते हो कि सर मुझे लगता है कि यही आंसर है, बट इट्स ओके, आई थिंक, लाइक वहां पे निकलो, क्योंकि किसी सामने वाले की ईगो को हर्ट नहीं करना है मुझे। एंड वन इम्पॉर्टेंट मैसेज, पॉलिटिकल न्यूज से थोड़ा सा बचना, बिकॉज यू नेवर नो कि सामने वाला किसका सपोर्टर है। ठीक है, तो डिप्लोमेटिक आंसर दे सकते हो, निकल जाओ, अगर निकल सकते हो तो निकल जाओ। अगर आपको लग रहा है कि आप थोड़ा बहुत डीप में जा रहे हो पॉलिटिकल उसमें, और आप किसी पर्टिकुलर पार्टी को सपोर्ट करो, तो डोंट डू दैट, बिकॉज वो कोई एक ऐसा फोरम नहीं है जहाँ पे आप डिबेट करने के लिए गए हो। वहां पे सिर्फ जो आपसे पूछा गया है वो आप आंसर करो, तो दैट्स ऑल आई थिंक, है ना, बिकॉज कई बार ऐसा होता है कि इफ आई एम
वो
लाइक
आपके जजमेंट पे रहता है कि अच्छा मेरे को डीप इस टॉपिक पे जा रहा है। समटाइम्स उनको चाहिए कि अच्छा ये अपना स्टैंड कितना अच्छे से ले रहा है, ये सपोर्टिंग इट, बट अगेन यही चीज चाहिए मुझे। दैट्स नॉट, ये मत करके अच्छा बाजू के टैब में खोल के स्क्रीन शेयर कर दी, सर 45 नहीं 48 ही है।
हाँ वो नहीं।
डोंट, वो मत, लाइक डोंट गो टू दैट एक्शन कि लाइक हाँ सर जहाँ तक मैंने पढ़ा है इट इज दिस, बट अगेन आई इट, सो एज आई सेड बी हम्बल अबाउट इट। ठीक है। XIMB में मेरे को बहुत ग्रिल किया था, बट आई कन्वर्टेड दैट कॉल। यू डोंट नो व्हाट काइंड, वो किस मूड में है, वो क्या कर रहा है आपका, बिकॉज समटाइम आप टेक्निकल आंसर ज्यादा दे देते हो, एक आपको जनरल आंसर बोला जिसमें वो आपको स्टाइल्स को क्वेश्चन करेगा एंड यू विल गेट ऑल फ्रस्ट्रेटेड अबाउट इट। वो आपको घर पे भी अफेक्ट करेगा, आपके प्लेसमेंट में हर जगह अफेक्ट करेगा। एज मैम सेड वो मत करो बिल्कुल।
हाँ कई बार मतलब, और जैसे आपने भी बोला ना, बोस्टफुल नहीं होना है कि सर समटाइम्स वी आर टेलिंग आवर अचीवमेंट्स, बट वो ऐसा लगता है कि आई डिड दिस, आई डिड दिस, आई डिड दिस, ओके। तो लाइक बहुत
हाँ
हम्बल
किया
वे
है,
में।
गुड।
हाँ एग्जैक्टली, किया है अच्छी बात है, उसको अच्छी वे में बताइए, ना कि थोड़ा सा वो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, एक वो होता है ना लाइक इगोइस्टिक वाली फीलिंग नहीं आनी चाहिए सामने वाले को,
हाँ
अच्छा ठीक है
एग्जैक्टली।
ये वाला, हाँ। तो ये वाली चीजें होती हैं। Anyways, so Raj, it was like a very good session, I think, and it will definitely help to the students and for the interview process. And if the students want to connect with you, I hope you can provide your LinkedIn profile, तो वो LinkedIn पे connect कर सकते हैं।
हाँ
Yeah. And
LinkedIn पे भी look at comment.
and if you want the more information, you can comment, and उसमें भी हम like I will try to give the answer. So thank you so much. And it's ये मतलब काफी लेट अभी अपनी प्रिपरेशन कर रहे थे, बट उसमें से बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टाइम निकाला, कि जब आप लोग एमबीए में जाओगे तो आपको भी मालूम होगा कि एक मिनट या लाइक 30 मिनट्स कितना ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होता है। बहुत रिग्रेस स्टडी प्लान होता है, बहुत बहुत सारी चीजों में पार्टिसिपेट करना होता है, बिकॉज आपको प्रिपेयर कर रहा है जस्ट इन 1.5 years। एमबीए इज नॉट अ 2 year प्रोग्राम, एक्चुअली इट्स 1.5 year, बिकॉज उसके बाद तो प्लेसमेंट हो जाना है, और फिर तो मतलब स्टूडेंट को ऐसा लगता है कि हाँ ठीक है, हो गया। सो थैंक यू सो मच राज, थैंक यू। एंड आपने बहुत लाइक इतना वैल्यूबल टाइम दिया है एंड फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स,
अरे मैम कोई बात नहीं।
एंड उनकी साइड से भी मैं अभी अभी थैंक यू बोल देती हूँ, बिकॉज स्टूडेंट्स आर नॉट इन द सेशन, ऑन द लेटर पार्ट दे विल सी द वीडियो, एंड बस वो लाइक कर देंगे तो मुझे लगेगा कि हाँ ठीक है, उनका थैंक यू आ गया है राज तक। ओके राज, thank you, good night, bye bye, take care.
Thank you, good night मैम,
Yeah.
बाय।